Good evening, I'm Anna Corrin. Across the country, customers are being forced to demand refunds for shoddy goods when the law is already on their side. Thousands are turning up at the return desks of even the biggest stores with horror stories, facing counter staff and middle managers determined to bluff their way out of their legal responsibilities, which, as consumer editor Helen Wellings discovered, even extends to when you don't get charged the discounted price.
So after 12 months you don't want to know about it?
Shoppers at the end of their tether.
What, you're telling me I have to take that somewhere else even though it has a 3-year warranty on it?
You can refund it. I've got a warranty for it.
Forced to argue for their rights.
I don't care about your policy.
I'm disgusted. It's an outrage. I mean, nobody should have their consumer rights taken away from them.
Stores promise everything to lure you in to buy. Super discounts, dazzling warranties and easy to claim refunds or exchange. But just try getting them to honour those guarantees.
$900 has gone up in smoke and I just can't get a refund.
So, to one of your listed service agents, and there's nothing you can do to help me?
And discount swindles. The mid-year sales are on, but watch out.
Of course the sales are alright. That's what the sales are all about.
Today Tonight's previous sales blitz of 5 major retailers found them using bargain basement discounts to snare shoppers, then rip them off. Best and less, this top should have been $2. We paid $7, a 250% difference. Target, out of 8 items, 3 went through the scanner wrong. These thongs at $5 went through as 10. That's a 100% markup. Big W, a men's polo, sale price $5, scanned $14.88, almost 200% more. Not even David Jones passed the test. This shirt overcharged $10, sale price was $39.95. Maya, 4 out of the 6 times inaccuracies at the register.
If a store has advertised a discount and it's within the time frame and they're not passing on that discount, then they are breaching some fairly serious laws.
New South Wales Minister for Fair Trading, Linda Burney, says it's not on. Stores must sell for the price advertised, otherwise they can be prosecuted.
It's called false and misleading advertising, and that can result in very serious penalties for that store.
As you can see, the bed's still cold.
It's cold. That's right.
It's definitely cold.
It's just not heating up.
When products are clearly faulty, try and return them after 12 months for a refund to most of the major stores in Australia, and you'll get short shrift.
I've lost all faith in large retailers in Australia because quite honestly, warranties are not worth the paper they're written on.
This week, Today Tonight tested Big W, Target, Kmart, Clive Anthony's, DJ's and Myer. All told us no refunds after 12 months, even if we had a 3-year warranty.
Well, it makes me very cranky. They're one of the biggest organisations in Australia. We all buy there for their name and reputation, and then when you have a problem, they don't seem to want to help you.
Vicky Bowen's been given the real runaround. After 1 season of use, the control switch stopped working. Now the coil on her $130 electric blanket.
I took the blanket back to the store, Target, where it was purchased from, and the girl at the desk told me that after 12 months they don't honour any warranties, even though it was a 3-year, and I would have to deal with a service agent or Sunbeam Direct.
Vicky drove a marathon from home to Target and back. Then, as directed, drove to 4 service agents to find the first had moved, the next agent had closed down, the next no longer there. Finally, another distant suburb. A total of 140 kilometres. At last, this agent fixed the faulty switch, but the blanket still doesn't work.
So the coil's just not heating up at all?
No, the coil on the electric blanket isn't working at all now.
Yeah, we had about 15 guests over for a barbecue and all of a sudden we just heard the bang. The hose flew off and the whole barbecue was on fire.
Helen Megaloconomus bought this $900 LPG gas barbecue from Harvey Norman. But within the warranty year, only its 4th use, on preheat, it literally blew up.
It was terrifying because people were running for their lives. We brought the kids inside. The hose flew off and the whole barbecue was on fire. Well, the flames were huge, about 2 metres high. The gas bottle, the barbecue itself was damaged. You can see the wheels have melted off. Property was damaged, chairs, tables.
Despite the Fire Brigade's report concluding the barbecue had a mechanical failure, a malfunction, Helen's got nowhere with a refund from either the retailer or manufacturer.
But they refused, saying they couldn't see the barbecue, didn't know it was faulty, so they wouldn't give us our money back.
Keep your receipt as proof of purchase, because if a product turns out to be faulty or misrepresented, you have every right to a refund, exchange, credit or repairs, whatever you choose. And make sure you take it back to the store you bought it from, because that's who you have your rights with and they're legally obliged to provide that redress.
In the case of Vicky, she should not have had to run around and follow up the manufacturer. That should have been done by the trader.
I want my money back.
Some stores won't give refunds if a product's been taken out of its box or wrapping. That's illegal because it limits or prevents you exercising your rights.
There are tribunals and fair trading agencies right across this country whose sole responsibility is to protect consumers, and they should be contacted if the consumer has no luck with the trader.
You shouldn't have to persist like Vicky has, but finally it's paid off.
You got your money.
I got my money back.
Helen Wellings reporting. 1 in 4 of our children